performance of the Brazilian economy. So to punish her, as it were, for this, she's been charged with this lesser offence, which, as you said at the beginning, is something that most ministers of finance around the world could possibly be charged with.
So, in the way it's become a cliche, really, to say that Donald Trump is a reflection of the anger of the American public, is this really a symptom, if you like, of the anger felt by Brazil's public after a very, very successful economy is really struggling?
Yes, of course, it was never that successful, but what it did is it distributed income very successfully to the poorer parts of the population. And those programs, of course, are now at risk because whatever happens now, whether Dilma survives or not, there are going to be huge efforts will have to be made to bring the fiscal accounts under control, and that may mean cutting the social program.
And you say if she survives, it is still possible, is it, that despite this vote, it never goes to full impeachment?
Well, it now goes to the Senate, and the Senate will act as a judicial court, as always happens in impeachment processes, as happened with Bill Clinton in the United States. And the opposition, if you like, would still need 2/3 in the Senate for her to be impeached. So there's still a lot to play for, and that whole process can take another 6 months at least.
It's a drama for people to watch. It's fascinating. Should people from outside Brazil be at all worried, though, about what's happening, or is this just, dirty politics at a time of real anger about a struggling economy?
Well, you never want to see a constitutional process being misused, and this is clearly a bit of a grey area because, as I said at the beginning, it is recognised by the Constitution, but the last time it was used, nearly 25 years ago, in Brazil, it was a very clear-cut case that the former president, Collor de Mello, had simply put his hand in the pocket and stolen lots of money. So it was very clear. This is not so clear, as we've discussed.
It's a cruel question to ask you, but end briefly, if you would. Do you think she'll make it through?
No, she probably won't, but because, of course, momentum is against her now, and the Brazilian political class is notoriously flexible, and once they spot the way the wind is blowing. But I should just say at the end, it does look a little bit like the sins of the children being visited on the mother.
Victor Bulmer-Thomas, good last thought from Chesham House. Thank you very much indeed.
It's now 13 minutes to 9. How has